Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me today, and we've got two stories. One is an update and the other one is a breaking news story as well. The update is a follow-up to the story that we did on the Bordsley Green shootings. There was 2 shootings the other day. And CCTV has emerged via London UK Crime on Twitter and Facebook that shows the moment that a drive-by shooting occurred in a Birmingham street. It shows the moment one car pulls up and fires 2 shots into the window of a house, narrowly missing 2 people. And then a second car pulls up moments later and several people come out with bats and machetes and smash the house up. Police Inspector Amir Abid said in a statement from the police that they understand the incidents are very alarming and they've increased patrols in the area since these 2 shootings. But it just goes to show exactly how quickly things are escalating on the streets of Birmingham during lockdown. So I'm glad no one was injured in that story, and I will keep you updated if anybody is charged and any trial comes from that case. And I really want to thank everybody for 200,000 subscribers. This second story comes from Bradford, and it's about a care worker who was described as warped and had a sexual fantasy with his wife where he fulfilled having sex with chickens in the basement of their home. Horrifying footage that he recorded of Rehan Baig abusing the birds. Some of them were family pets, and the videos were saved under file names as family vids, and they were also recorded by his wife Haleema. The couple had a GoPro camera that was hooked up in the cellar of their home to capture the footage of them indulging in depraved and perverted acts of bestiality. A Bradford Crown Court heard that Haleema Baig joined her husbands in the videos, and at one stage they alternated from having sex with the animal and his wife. The brown and white chickens died as a result of the 37-year-old's sexual activity with them. He was jailed for 3 years by a judge who told him that his behaviour had been depraved and perverted, and he would make any right-thinking member of society sick to the stomach at what you did. Haleem, his wife, who's 38, said that she aided and abetted her husband's sick actions as she was spared jail after a judge said that the evidence showed that she suffered domestic abuse as a result of his actions. The offences came to light as a raid happened on the couple's home in Great Horton in Bradford, West Yorkshire on July the 9th last year by the National Crime Agency, and we cover a lot of stories on the channel about how the National Crime Agency are battling to find paedophiles and to also lock them up. There's a lot of stories recently to do with school teachers and also head teachers as well. 2 computers, a laptop and a mobile phone were seized and examined during the incident, and images and videos of abuse and child abuse, also category A child abuse, were also recovered from his computer. So he wasn't just abusing animals, he was also abusing children as well. Investigators found more than they bargained for, they said, when they found the sickening acts on chickens and also a dog as well. The prosecutor, Abigail Langford, told the court the video was found of the defendant engaging in penetrative sexual intercourse with a number of chickens. Haleema Baig was depicted in one of the videos. She could be seen clearly, and they are filmed in the cellar and the basement of their property, and both are depicted in the videos. He's naked from the waist down, and his wife is seen to perform a sex act on him, and then he has sex with the chickens while she's standing close by. There are other examples where Haleema Baig encourages penetrative sexual activity with herself and the defendant, and then the chickens as well. She's heard making sexually encouraging moans to the defendant and engages in sexual activity with him. And that is why they said she was culpable in the acts of this depraved activity. Miss Langford, the prosecution, said the images were found of the couple involved in sexual activity with the dog as well. And that has never been found or identified, and they was not believed to have owned the pet. Rehan Baig encouraged the animal to have sex with himself and his wife. She added that the chicken abuse did not take place on one occasion. She said there was numerous different chickens, brown and white chickens, and the defendant appears to be wearing different clothing in the videos. In the Crown's case, they said that the behaviour was repeated, and she said the chickens died in the course of the shocking behaviour at the hands of Rehan Baig, and some were seen in the videos being thrown into bin liners after the terrible act and thrown away. And he also appeared to have sex with a dead chicken in one of the actual videos. His wife admitted she owned them originally as family pets, and no dog was ever found at the address. Simon Hustler, mitigating on behalf of the defence, said that sometimes the exposure of the crime is substantial punishment in itself, and these offences have attracted such loathing and ridicule that this is one of those rare cases where his life has been destroyed. The case has attracted media attention from far and wide, and in this digital age it is very rare for him to escape attention. Mr. Hustler said that the case had brought shame on his family and had become known as far afield as Pakistan, Germany and Spain. They had suffered threats and also threats of attacks as well on their family home. The lawyer for his wife said she was a good woman of good character and had risen to be a cleaner in a care home. She said that she appeared in court in video link and she was in a woman's refuge where she was living, and she had left the marital home because of domestic abuse. The nature of the abuse that her husband did was screaming at her and assaulting her. She said that she was a victim of her husband's depravity, and after he rigged up secret cameras in the house and hidden one in the iPhone in her bedroom also. Her defence said that she would suffer with the shame and sheer humiliation for the rest of her life. Rehan admitted 2 counts of performing a sexual act with an animal, namely a brown chicken. He also pleaded guilty to the same offence on several brown and white chickens also. He also admitted extreme pornographic material that was grossly offensive, disgusting and of an obscene nature, and he was portrayed in an explicit and realistic way. A person was performing an act of intercourse with an unknown animal, a dog and more chickens. He also pleaded guilty to 3 counts of making indecent photographs of children that was aged 6 years old, as well as the possession of 400 milligrams of cocaine and 4 grams of cannabis resin. His wife was 38 years old and she pleaded guilty to aiding and abetting all of the counts, namely filming him and also sexual activity with a chicken. These home videos were for your sexual gratification, the judge said, and you kept them and went back to watch them again for sexual gratification. This is beyond comprehension, and I cannot not give you a custodial sentence. And they said that his wife was just as bad as him, and it's a shame to hear what happened to these chickens, but at least he's been locked up, and they definitely need to keep an eye on anyone like this. And his wife is clearly going to have a hard time trying to pick her life back up after this. So I really appreciate you joining me. Thanks for 200,000 subscribers, and I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.